Hi guys, welcome back to yet another video. My name is Martin. I'm filming this in my storage unit today, and I thought I would show off a whole bunch of Spider-Man books based on the Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man cartoon. Now, I'm not a huge fan of cartoons, but this series caught my eye, and I watched all the 10 issues that Disney Plus brought out. And what I found fun about it was that I'd watch them like once a week, and there'd be like a run of like three episodes, and I didn't realize there was like a build up of episodes. Marvel were really churning through, or Disney were really churning through this series. I'm not sure why, because I really enjoyed it, but my kids watched the final episode with me, and they didn't really dig it all that much. I thought it was interesting that a 44-year-old man enjoyed the cartoon more than a whole lot of teenagers. But anyway, it is what it is, and I wanted to show off my run of Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. So as you can see, we have issue 1 here. By Reginald Hudlin and Mike Wieringa. Now, Mike Wieringa was the reason why I jumped on this series, and I do have the first issue. It's here somewhere, but my collection is it's not as complete and orderly as I'd like it to be. So yeah, I'm just going to show you what issues I have, and as you can see, there's a bunch. So I have issue 2. We have issue 3 with Spider-Man on the operating table. And this is, as you can see, part of the other storyline where he was transforming. He had these spinnerets that came out of his wrist, and he could intoxicate people. It was an interesting time to be a Spider-Man fan. We have issue 4 here with Peter and MJ looking out into the city, which is nice. And then we have, I think, let's just have a quick look. Let's go back here. Peter David. This is Peter David's first issue with issue 4, and then we're on to the regular series. Issue 5. I do have issue 6, but I don't have it with me. This is issue 7. Now, issue 6 is the first appearance of some Mexican wrestler whose name I can't remember. L something or other. El Allegra, something like that. And there was speculation that he was going to get his own movie from Sony, but I don't think that's going to be happening anymore. But yeah, we have issue 7, and we have issue 8 with the Iron Spider costume, which is pretty cool. And it ran on a little bit longer. And what was fun about this storyline was that Peter David went back to a small part of the Spider-Man 2099 era, where they went to the year 2211. So this is here is Spider-Man 2211, and this is Green Goblin 2211. Yeah, he just expanded on the story and told something a little bit fun. And that's all this series was. It was kind of a light-hearted take on the Spider-Man stories, but also set in the modern day. And we have Todd Nowak on art duties at this time. Then we have issue 12 with Mysterio. Issue 13, also with Mysterio. And a really cool cover. Issue 14, which has got Spider-Man there. And issue 15 with the Vulture. And I'm liking this cover. This is pretty cool. Issue 16. Yeah. Just, the Vulture looking menacing, which is kind of appreciated, because he can be a bit of a throwaway villain sometimes. Now we have the Back in Black storyline. So, excuse me, issue 17, issue 18 with Wieringa on covers, issue 19, and a really cool cover for issue 20. It's almost, it reminds me of the Webhead cover that Patrick Gleason did for Amazing Spider-Man, but not as complex, but still kind of cool. And now issue 21 with Todd Nowak on cover duties. And whoa, okay, Look at that. Back in black and mostly black. That is very cool. Yeah, I'm a bit surprised that this hasn't gotten a lot more attention because yeah, this would be a killer to keep in Top Nick. I can see there's maybe one or two very minor spine ticks on the back. You probably can't see them if I showed them to the camera because they're that minuscule. But yeah, that's a pretty cool cover. And then we have issue 23, this painted cover by Rivera. That's very cool. And then we're into, I think this is the last issue, maybe the last issue or the second last issue. It's the One More Day storyline with MJ on the cover. Yeah, an infamous storyline. And then we also had the annual here with Sandman as the villain, and as you can see his eyes there. Yeah, a little bit weird, but you have to understand that it's at the beach, so there's a reason why the kid doesn't have a shirt on. But yeah, that's the the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man series from the early 2000s, and then for a long while there was no series. I think, actually, sorry, I think Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man moved over to Sensational Spider-Man, I think, but I might need to Google that just to be thorough. But then for a long while, Marvel didn't do a Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man series until Tom Taylor launched one series. I didn't get the first issue. I don't know why, I just didn't, but I did get the 7th issue, and it was purely for the Prowler. I wanted to check out what it was like, and I think this was the second last issue because I think issue 8 was the last issue of the series. And yeah, as good as a writer as Tom Taylor is, I didn't have as much fun with these 2 issues as I had with the Peter David run. But you know, I'm sure Tom's got a whole plethora of fans. I know he does. But it's like, you know, apples and oranges. You know, which do you prefer? Do you prefer Peter David or do you prefer Tom Taylor? Or do you prefer both? Because, you know, you can like one and the other, and that's perfectly cool as well. But what I'm kind of getting at here is that both writers came at this series with their own take, with their own stylings, and wrong writer and different. It is what it is, and yeah, there we go. So that's the video for today. Have you been watching the Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man? Do you have that that first issue of the miniseries to coincide with the cartoon? Because I didn't pick it up, and I'm kind of regretting that I didn't. But I've heard that it's on all the hot lists, and you know, the prices are a little bit high, so I might just ease back and just put the brakes on before I make the jump and buy that book. But anyhow, that's the video for today. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below. Please like and subscribe if you wish to. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you, as always, for sticking with me, and I'll catch you at the next one.